4 dangerous meats you should never touch, and 4 healing meats every senior over 60 should eat daily. You've been misled for decades. The meats you were told were safe, lean, and heart-healthy may actually be sabotaging your kidneys, stiffening your joints, and erasing your memory faster than age itself. Here's the shocking part. Studies show one of these so-called healthy meats raises your dementia risk by nearly 50%, even if you eat it just once a week. One serving, one mistake, repeated over years, and by the time the symptoms finally appear, the damage is often irreversible. So why isn't anyone warning you? Because confusion is profitable. Big food companies sell cheap, heavily processed meats that fill shelves, pad profits, and keep seniors in the dark. Doctors repeat outdated advice, nutritionists echo the same script, and seniors keep eating foods that silently speed up decline. But today that changes. In this video we'll reveal the 4 meats quietly attacking your organs, and the 4 healing meats proven to repair damage, fight inflammation, and even rebuild strength. Ranked from risky to life-threatening, and from healing to life-changing. And wait until you hear about the Done One healing meat. It rebuilds collagen faster than supplements and reduced knee pain in seniors by 44%. Before we dive in, tell us your age and where you're watching from in the comments. We're replying to every single comment with personalized tips for your situation. So don't stay silent. Your input could help someone else too. Now without further delay, let's start with number 4 on the danger list. And trust me, this one is hiding in plain sight in almost every senior's fridge. Meat number 4, turkey breast. Most seniors believe turkey breast is one of the cleanest meats you can eat. It's low in fat, high in protein, and plastered with labels like 97% fat-free that make it look like the safest option for heart health. Doctors often recommend it casually, nutritionists approve of it, and hospitals even serve it. But here's the truth almost no one talks about. Most store-bought turkey breast slices are highly processed, soaked in preservatives, and chemically engineered to last on shelves. What looks like a healthy lean meat is often loaded with hidden ingredients that can silently raise blood pressure, stiffen your arteries, and strain your kidneys. Even brands marketed as natural often sneak in sodium phosphate, a chemical that extends shelf life but wreaks havoc inside your body. Here's why that matters. Phosphate levels in your blood control bone health. Too much added phosphate forces your bones to release calcium to balance it out. And for seniors already struggling with bone density loss, this can be devastating. A 2021 study in the Journal of Renal Nutrition found that seniors consuming just 75 mg of added phosphate per day from processed meats experienced a 28% faster decline in kidney function within 2 years. To put that in perspective, a single deli turkey sandwich can deliver double that amount in one sitting. So what can you do? You don't need to give up turkey entirely. The key is to skip the deli counter and processed packaged slices. Instead, roast a fresh turkey breast at home with no added salts, nitrates, or preservatives. Avoid smoked or cured versions. And if you absolutely must buy pre-packaged slices, check the label carefully. Phosphates, nitrates, flavoring, or enhancers are all red flags. Take Susan, a 68-year-old retired nurse from Phoenix. For years she ate turkey sandwiches for lunch, confident it was the healthier choice. But during a checkup, her kidney specialist looked over her diet and immediately flagged the deli meat. These phosphates are silently wrecking your filtration rate, he warned. Shocked, Susan switched to roasting her own preservative-free turkey breast at home. Within 3 months, her kidney function stabilized and her blood pressure dropped from 4. And if you think that sounds bad, the next meat on this list is even more popular, far more addictive, and infinitely more destructive. Meat number 3, bacon. Now we've entered familiar territory. Bacon, the sizzling, crispy comfort food that makes breakfast feel complete. It's one of the most popular meats in America, especially among seniors who grew up with it as a household staple. But here's the shocking truth. Bacon is one of the most inflammatory, artery-damaging meats you can eat and the very reason it tastes so addictive is also the reason it's so destructive. Bacon is loaded with saturated fat, excessive sodium, and nitrites. Those nitrites may keep bacon pink and fresh-looking, but inside your body, they react with stomach acid to form nitrosamines, carcinogenic compounds linked to colon and stomach cancers. But that's not the only danger. In seniors, nitrites in excess fat also accelerate arterial calcification, the hardening of blood vessels. Once your arteries stiffen, less oxygen reaches your brain and heart, raising the risk of memory loss, strokes, and heart disease. In fact, a 2022 study published in Circulation revealed that seniors who ate processed meats like bacon 3 times a week had a 32% higher rate of coronary artery calcification and were 21% more likely to suffer silent strokes, the kind that slowly rob your memory before you even realize it's happening. So what can you do? If bacon has always been your guilty pleasure, you don't have to give it up forever, but you must treat it like an occasional indulgence, not a daily habit. Limit yourself to once a week at most, and when you cook it, never let it burn. Charred bacon produces even more nitrosamines. For a safer swap, try air-fried turkey bacon from a nitrate-free brand, or experiment with crispy tofu strips seasoned with smoked paprika. No, it won't taste exactly the same, but it will protect your arteries and brain. Take George, a 72-year-old retired firefighter from Georgia. After suffering a mild stroke, he attended a recovery seminar at his local senior center. A dietitian handed him a pamphlet titled, "Bacon, Your Silent Stroke Risk." The headline stopped him cold. That same day, George cleaned out his fridge and replaced his bacon with nitrate-free turkey strips. At first, it felt like a sacrifice, but 1 year later, his cholesterol dropped from 217 to 76, and he now walks 3 miles a day, clear-headed and free from the brain fog that once plagued him. And if you think bacon is bad, wait until you see the next meat. It's marketed as the perfect lean protein for seniors and diabetics, but in reality, it could be poisoning your liver with every bite. Meat number 2, grilled skinless chicken breast. Yes, you heard that right. Skinless chicken breast. The one meat nearly every senior turns to when eating clean may actually be doing more harm than good. It sounds innocent, doesn't it? High protein, low fat, no skin, grilled instead of fried. Doctors recommend it, diet plans praise it, and most seniors eat it daily without question. But here's the disturbing truth. If your chicken is factory farmed, and over 99% of chicken in the US, then every bite likely contains residues of antibiotics, synthetic hormones, and inflammatory omega-6 fats. These chickens aren't raised naturally. They're crammed into overcrowded facilities, fed genetically modified corn and soy, and pumped with growth agents that distort their muscle tissue, especially in the breast. And when you grill it, things get even worse. High-heat grilling produces heterocyclic amines, HCAs, chemicals proven to damage DNA and linked to colon and pancreatic cancers. Add that to the hidden residues already in the meat, and your healthy chicken dinner may actually be feeding silent inflammation inside your body. A 2023 study in Environmental Health Perspectives confirmed the danger. Seniors who ate factory-farmed grilled chicken 3 to 4 times a week showed a 24% higher elevation in liver enzymes, a warning sign of liver stress, and a 37% increase in systemic inflammation markers like CRP and interleukin-6, 2 of the biggest drivers of accelerated aging. So does this mean you should give up chicken forever? Not at all. What it does mean is you must be smarter about your choices. Swap factory-farmed chicken for pasture-raised, organic chicken, and change the way you cook it. Instead of grilling at high heat, bake it slowly or use a crock pot. And here's an overlooked rule. Never eat charred bits and avoid reheating grilled chicken in the microwave. Both intensify the formation of harmful oxidative compounds. Take Harold, a 66-year-old diabetic from Michigan. He ate grilled chicken breast almost daily, convinced it was helping his blood sugar and keeping his weight stable. But over time, his joints ached, his energy tanked, and his lab tests showed alarming liver numbers. During physical therapy, his therapist casually joked, "You might be overcooking something that's under-helping." That pushed Harold to investigate. What he discovered shocked him. Factory-farmed chicken, plus high-heat grilling, was flooding his body with toxins. He switched to organic chicken thighs, cooked slowly at low heat. Within just 6 weeks, his ALT liver enzyme levels dropped from 72 to 38, and his energy came roaring back. So yes, chicken can still be a healthy part of your diet, but only if it's raised clean and cooked wisely. And if you thought chicken was bad, the next meat on our list is even worse. It's often marketed as gourmet and even heart-healthy, but inside your body it may be causing irreversible damage you'll never see coming. Veal, especially organ meats. At the very top of our danger list is one that might surprise you: veal, particularly its organ meats. For years veal has been marketed as tender, luxurious, and even cleaner than beef. Some doctors have even recommended it as a safer red meat alternative. But here's the terrifying truth: what veal does inside your body, especially after 60, is the exact opposite of safe. Veal, and especially veal liver and kidneys, contain some of the highest concentrations of heme iron and purines of any meat. Now, a little heme iron is necessary for oxygen transport in the blood, but too much, it creates oxidative stress, a kind of internal rusting process that damages your cells, accelerates aging, and puts your nervous system and kidneys under tremendous strain. And purines, they raise uric acid levels, leading to joint pain, gout, kidney stones, and an increased risk of stroke. In fact, a 2022 study published in the Journal of Gerontology, Medical Sciences, found that seniors who ate high heme iron meats like veal more than once per week had a 31% faster rate of cognitive decline and a 49% higher risk of uric acid buildup severe enough to require medical intervention. And that's not all. Many veal calves are raised in confinement, often deliberately kept iron deficient to keep their meat pale and tender. That means when you eat veal, you're consuming a product from a metabolically stressed animal, and your body pays the price. If you've been told veal is safe in moderation, here's the truth: after 60, moderation isn't good enough. The risks far outweigh the benefits. The safest move is to avoid it entirely, especially organ cuts like liver, kidneys, and heart. Instead, choose small portions of grass-fed adult beef, or even better, opt for clean sources of fish and poultry that support health without the hidden dangers. Take Dorothy, a 74-year-old piano teacher from Pennsylvania. She loved veal cutlets and often ate veal liver, believing it made her stronger, but she began suffering from unexplained fatigue and painful toe inflammation. Her chiropractor handed her an article on purine-rich meats and circled one word in red. Shocked Dorothy cleared her freezer that very night. Within weeks of removing veal from her diet, her uric acid levels dropped from 8.2 to 6. So are all meats bad? Absolutely not. Some can actually help reverse joint pain, rebuild memory, and strengthen your muscles if you choose the right one. In fact, coming up next is a meat that's been forgotten by modern diets, but may be one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory proteins on the planet for seniors. Meat number 4, grass-fed lamb. Lamb often gets left out of senior diets in the US, overshadowed by beef, chicken, and pork. But here's the surprising truth: when it's grass-fed, lamb is one of the most powerful healing meats for seniors, a nutrient-dense protein that can fight inflammation, preserve strength, and even sharpen your mind. Unlike grain-finished red meats, grass-fed lamb is naturally rich in conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a unique fatty acid proven to lower inflammation, support immune health, and protect lean muscle mass as we age. Add to that its abundance of vitamin B12 and zinc, 2 critical nutrients for nerve repair, red blood cell formation, and memory retention, and you begin to see why lamb deserves a spot on your plate after. And here's something many don't realize: unlike most commercial beef, lamb is far less likely to come from hormone and antibiotic-heavy factory farms. Pasture-raised lamb tends to be cleaner, less industrialized, and more nutrient-rich, making it a safer choice for seniors who want strength without the hidden risks. The science is remarkable. A 2022 British Journal of Nutrition study found that seniors who ate grass-fed lamb 3 times a week for 6 weeks experienced a 19% improvement in lower body strength, a 27% reduction in inflammatory markers like TNF, and a 12% boost in HDL, the good cholesterol that protects arteries. That's a trifecta of strength, inflammation control, and cardiovascular protection, all from a meat most seniors never think to eat. So how do you get the benefit? Look only for 100% grass-fed or pasture-raised lamb on the label. Anything that says grain-finished won't deliver the same anti-inflammatory results. The best preparation? Braised or slow-roasted with herbs like rosemary and thyme. Not only do these herbs add flavor, but they also contain antioxidants that neutralize harmful cooking byproducts, making your lamb even healthier. Take Walter, a 70-year-old woodworker from Colorado. For years joint pain had slowed him down. One Sunday after church, a friend handed him a container of homemade lamb stew and said, "Try this. It changed my knees." Skeptical but curious, Walter gave it a shot. Within weeks of buying grass-fed lamb at his local farmer's market and cooking it himself, his blood test showed dramatic changes. His CRP, a key inflammation marker, dropped from 5.4 to 2.1 mg/dL, and for the first time in years, he no longer needed afternoon pain relievers just to keep working in his shop. That's the hidden power of grass-fed lamb. It doesn't just feed you, it heals you. And as powerful as lamb is, what comes next might shock you even more. Our next meat is so nutrient-dense that doctors are now using it in nutritional therapy for memory, mood, and joint repair. It's small, oily, and often ignored, but it may be the missing piece to senior brain and joint health. Meat number 3, sardines. Tiny, oily, and often overlooked sardines may just be one of the most powerful superfoods seniors can eat. Don't let their humble size fool you. These little fish are packed with nutrients that directly target the brain, joints, bones, and heart, 4 systems that start breaking down fastest after age 6. What makes sardines truly unique is their position in the food chain. Because they're small, they don't accumulate mercury and toxins the way larger fish like tuna and swordfish do. That means you get all of the benefits of seafood without the hidden risk. Each serving of sardines delivers a trifecta of senior health essentials: vitamin D to strengthen brittle bones and protect against fatigue, calcium to keep joints and bones resilient, vitamin B12 to sharpen memory and prevent the senior brain fog so many people assume is just normal aging. And here's the kicker: just 2 ounces of sardines provide 40% of your daily vitamin D needs, and over 300 milligrams of EPA and DHA, the most bioactive forms of omega-3 fatty acid. These omega-3s are the key to reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and even protecting neurons from age-related decline. The science doesn't lie. In a 2023 study published in Nutrients, seniors who ate sardines 5 times a week for 8 weeks experienced a 17% improvement in cognitive reaction speed, a 24% reduction in triglycerides, and reported less daily joint pain compared to those who did. In other words, sardines worked on the brain, the heart, and the joints, all at once. So how can you make them work for you? The secret is choosing the right time. Always go for wild-caught sardines packed in water or extra virgin olive oil, not soybean oil, which cancels out many of the anti-inflammatory benefits. If the flavor feels too strong, simply rinse them lightly, mash them with a squeeze of lemon or a little mustard, and spread them over whole grain crackers or toss them into a salad. They're versatile, quick to prepare, and surprisingly filling for such a small fish. Take Linda, a 67-year-old retired schoolteacher from Oregon. One afternoon she overheard a doctor on the radio saying sardines were better than fish oil pills. Skeptical but curious, she picked up a tin at the grocery store. A few weeks later she was hooked, literally replacing her usual snacks with sardines on crackers. Within 3 months, her triglycerides dropped from 85 to 24, and she noticed something else. Her memory recall had improved so much that she could remember her grandchildren's birthdays without even checking her calendar. That's the power of sardines. Small, affordable, and mighty enough to rebuild the foundation of senior health. And while sardines work wonders, the next meat on our list is something most seniors never eat anymore. It's rich, satisfying, and loaded with a compound that can rebuild worn-down joints and restore flexibility, something your body is desperately craving after 6. Beef tendon isn't flashy, it's not trendy, and for many seniors it's a food they haven't touched since childhood. But don't let its humble reputation fool you. Beef tendon is one of the most powerful joint-healing meats on the planet. Beef tendon is the connective tissue that surrounds bones and joints, and it's naturally packed with collagen, glycine, and proline, 3 amino acids your body desperately needs to rebuild cartilage that cushions your joints, ease stiffness and pain that comes with age, improve skin elasticity, making it less fragile and prone to bruising. Here's the problem. After 60, your body produces far less collagen than it used to. That's why knees creak, wounds take longer to heal and skin becomes thin. While collagen powders are popular, they don't provide the full spectrum of nutrients your body needs to actually use that collagen effectively. Whole collagen-rich cuts like tendon come with cofactors like copper and vitamin C, which maximize absorption and make the collagen work harder for you. The science is impressive. In a 2021 Journal of Clinical Rheumatology study, seniors with osteoarthritis who ate just 60 grams of slow-cooked beef tendon 3 times per week saw 32% better knee flexibility, 44% less morning stiffness, all in just 8 weeks. So how do you prepare it? The trick is low and slow cooking. Place beef tendon in a slow cooker with apple cider vinegar, onions, garlic, and turmeric. Let it simmer until it turns soft and gelatinous. This long cooking process breaks down the tendon into collagen peptides your body can easily absorb. You can sip the broth like a healing tonic or serve the tender chunks over brown rice or root vegetables for a full meal. Take Paul, a 75-year-old gardener from North Carolina. For years, knee pain kept him from kneeling in his garden, a task he once loved. At a family dinner, his daughter, who was studying holistic nutrition, handed him a jar of homemade tendon broth. "It looks strange, Dad, but just try it," she urged. Skeptical, Paul gave it a chance. Within weeks, he noticed his mornings were less stiff. After 2 months of eating tendon stew twice a week, he no longer needed his knee brace and could kneel in his garden beds again, pain-free. That's the hidden power of beef tendon. It doesn't just feed you, it restores function. And for seniors, regaining flexibility and independence is priceless. But while tendon heals your joints, the #1 meat on our list goes even further. It strengthens the heart, boosts memory, fuels muscles and revs up metabolism, all in one. Yet most seniors avoid it because of a single big misconception. Meat #1, grass-fed bison buffalo. If you've been avoiding red meat because of cholesterol or inflammation, you're not alone. Many seniors have been told for years that red meat is dangerous, something to limit or even cut out completely. But what if there was one type of red meat that actually did the opposite, fighting inflammation, lowering bad cholesterol, and rebuilding muscle strength after? That meat is grass-fed bison, also known as buffalo, and for seniors, it may be the single most underrated healing protein on earth. Here's why. Compared to regular beef, grass-fed bison is naturally leaner, yet it's richer in iron, zinc, and selenium. These 3 minerals are vital for seniors because they keep your blood oxygen levels strong, support a sharp immune system to fight infections, balance your thyroid, which drives energy and metabolism. And here's the bonus. Bison also contains omega-3 fatty acids, just like salmon, but without the mercury risk or fishy aftertaste. That means you get the heart, brain and anti-inflammatory benefits of fish in the form of a rich, satisfying red meat. The science is hard to ignore. In a 2022 study, Published in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging, seniors who swapped beef for bison just 3 times a week saw a 34% drop in LDL cholesterol, the dangerous kind, a 26% increase in leg muscle strength, less fatigue and more stamina when walking, all in just 30. That's 1 month to feel the difference. Cooking bison is simple. To get the full benefit, always choose 100% grass-fed, no added preservatives. Grill it, pan-sear it or slow cook it. Bison tastes like slightly sweeter beef, but it digests more easily and causes less bloating. Take Carol, a 71-year-old retired nurse from Wyoming. She stumbled upon a local farmer's market, where a vendor was handing out bison samples. She almost walked past until the woman at the booth said, "Better than beef and easier on your heart." Intrigued, Carol took a bite and bought a pack to try at home. That night she made a pot of bison chili. Within a month, her LDL cholesterol dropped from 2, and she noticed she could walk uphill without stopping to catch her breath. "I feel like I got 10 years of energy back," she told her family. For seniors who want the strength of red meat without the inflammation, bison truly is the game changer. Now you know the truth. Not all meats are created equal. After 60, the difference between healing and harm can literally come down to a single choice at the dinner table. But the good news is, you now have the knowledge and the power to choose meats that protect your memory, strengthen your joints, and fuel your body. Before you go, we want to hear from you. What meats do you eat most often in a typical week? And after what you've learned today, are you planning to make any changes? Share your age and where you're watching from in the comments below. We're reading and replying to every comment with personalized tips for your situation. You might not just be helping yourself, you could be saving someone else's health too. Thanks for watching, and here's to stronger, healthier years ahead.